Hi Capricorns, thanks for tuning in for the March of 2020 Psychic Astrology reading. This is Vickieverlie, the Rock and Roll Prophetess, and this is the reading for Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising, Capricorn Moon for March of 2020. I am a psychic astrologer and a psychic tarot card reader and creator. Today we're going to use, for the main portion of the reading, we're going to be using the Rock and Roll Tarot deck as always for the main portion. This is my own design. Then we're going to follow it up with a bonus card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. If you are a Patreon level 2 subscriber, there's going to be an additional card. I change it up every month. This month we will be pulling a card from the Mystical Wisdom by Gay Guthrie and Josephine Wall. Okay, so let's start getting into the reading for March for Capricorn. I have thoroughly shuffled the cards in between, and now I'm just going to go through and do a loose shuffle to pull the cards out. This is a big month for everybody because it's a cardinal ingress. And what that means, it's just when a cardinal sign moves from one sign to the other, that's the seasons change. So, you, Capricorn, we are a cardinal sign also. So I'm just going to use Northern Hemisphere. So in the Northern Hemisphere, when the sun moves into Capricorn, we move into, it's the winter solstice. And when the sun moves into Aries, as it's going to do in March here, then it's the spring, so it's the beginning of spring. The Astara, right? It's like Easter. I think that's what it's called in the pagan tradition. But anyways, whatever. Even though it's not your month, or our month, it's a square. When we have these ingress seasonal times, it's always, I think that everybody feels it because it's a major shift in energy. And I am offering a special reading just for that too. If you're interested, you can look on my website. But everybody feels it, but I think the cardinal signs feel it the most, because it's there, it's getting squared to us. It's a big square. So there's Aries and Libra, and then there's Capricorn and Cancer. Those are all the cardinal signs, the cardinal cross. And I think we feel it the most. Another big thing that's happening here too is Saturn is going to dip into Aquarius for a minute this year. Yeah, this month, starting this month, later this month. And Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. So that's going to be some interesting energy too. Probably the Aquarians are going to feel that one the most, but I think Capricorns are going to really be feeling that one too. So it's a time of some shifting energy. You do have a beautiful spread here, so don't freak out because this tower is here. But the tower is here. We do have the tower energy, but however, it's in reverse. But I just think that it's talking about things kind of being a little bit, uneasy. There's change in the air. Yeah, I'm going to put that as changes in the air, because that is, things are changing. I'll just put change in the air. I can change it later. But other than the tower in reverse, right next to it, look what you have. You have the sun card. The sun card is one of the best cards in the entire deck. It just means great happiness, love, joy, exuberance. It's just this magical expounding of energy. And so this tower in reverse is probably something that's very welcome. If it shows next to good cards like this, it could be something that's very welcome. It could be a big, abrupt change that's something that's very welcome and makes you really happy. If you're single and looking, get out there and mix and mingle here. I don't know when Easter is. Is Easter probably in April or Passover? I should have looked up, but this could also be around if there's any big holidays that people celebrate coming up, that you might be invited to some kind of a thing. Definitely go. But it looks like a bunch of happiness and celebration around a love affair for many of you. That might be the thing that rocks your world. That might be maybe you didn't see this coming at all. Now, in these general readings, there's no gender in the court cards. So even though both of these are showing up as kings, which would traditionally be a male energy, it could really just be anybody, and it doesn't have to be a king, a male energy. It could be anybody, whoever you would be interested in. The stronger inclination is towards this one because it lines right up with this love stuff here. And that would be maybe an air sign, Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. Are we having any air sign moons? No, we're not. And then the other way it lines up with the Tower is this King of Rods. So fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sag. This could be that Aries ingress time. This could be, it could rock your world, man. It could totally rock your world. You know, that's what I'm getting. Rock you like a hurricane, man. With the Tower. You know, it could really just be something pretty crazy that just shows up. But you're digging it, right? You're happy. You're in this happy love space, and it's going well. And you know, can't knock that. Can't knock love. News is coming in this air sign time. Now we're not really having any big air sign time thing going on, so we might be going a little bit ahead in our time frames here. We might be going a little bit back to actually at the time I'm doing this, it's still coming up. We might be going back to when the sun is in Aquarius here. And we might be going back to the new moon, the solar new moon. You know, it's a solar event on which is on February 20. No, that's not it either. We might be going back to the time when the sun was in air. We might be going back to that time frame. But at any rate, news is coming. There's anticipation. There's excitement about it. We're getting excited. We're getting worked up. Some of you might be negotiating on some kind of house sale or something like that. And it may be that has been going on all the way back from Aquarius time, you know, going back and forth. And maybe you thought, this feels real strong, like you thought it was not happening. So maybe if it was a house sale, or you thought this relationship wasn't happening, and then all of a sudden it's on. It's on, baby, you know. Four of Rods is here, so that is usually like a change in your home environment. But when we apply it to love, this is a card of really getting serious in love, that things are going really well. And, you know, we're moving, could be moving in together. We might be living together. We might be planning a marriage, you know, so. Love is a big deal this year, I keep wanting to say, so I'm going to go ahead and say it. Love is going to be a big deal for you this year. But this month also, some of you might not see it coming. Some of you, maybe you're already in a one relationship and you meet somebody and it's like, oh my, it's like undeniable. Hopefully, because that could be real difficult, but that could be what's going on with the Tower too. It feels like it just comes at you out of left field. But it's worth doing, you know. Sometimes Capricorns, we can be really serious, and I'm talking because I'm a Capricorn too. You know, we can be a little bit on the serious side, and we can be a little bit stuck in our, you know, set in our ways and stuck in our same, you know, mindset all the time. And maybe we need a little bit of a shake-up in here and there. You know, sometimes there's a little, nothing wrong with that, especially if it's going to bring this kind of happiness. Why not? Well, again, I am offering that Aries ingress reading if you want to see how that's going to apply specifically to you. You could have ordered that till the end of the March, and then it won't be available anymore till next year. But I have all sorts of other readings and different things available on my website, so please do check it out. What is the animal totem card for our Capricorn friends for the month of March of 2020? The fox. I still think a fox is sexual too, even though it's not. But back in the old times, you know, when I was coming up, you didn't say somebody was hot. You said they were a fox. Like, oh, he's such a fox, you know. So I think that could be a thing for somebody. Like, you're just like, oh, he's such a fox. He's so sexy. I can't get over it, you know. Sly, sexy, charming, shapeshifter. Elevated sense of smell. Acute hearing, mediumship. Camouflage, retreat, insulate, survive. Keep to yourself until you know who to trust. Well, that could be too. You know, there could be something, maybe somebody's not all the way divorced, you know, something like that could be going on too. Like a little bit of, I saw shine here and I heard shenanigans. A little bit of shenanigans. Okay. Alright, Capricorn, so keep your eye out for that fox or that foxy lady or that foxy dude or whoever you're into over here. They might be showing up. And definitely go to stuff. That's another thing, you know, Capricorns, a lot of times, I don't feel like going. I'll stay home and work, you know. So if you get an invite to go out and do some fun stuff, definitely go ahead and do it. Okay. All right. So thanks so much for tuning in and being a supporter. And if you're a level 2 Patreon person, I'm going to start shuffling up. We're going to pull one more card out of this Mystical Wisdom deck and see what comes up out of there. The way I do it is, rather than charge for each bonus card reading, if you're level 2, you get all of them. You can just tune in and watch all of them. So a lot of people like it. If you're interested, you can find out on my website. If you want to get a reading or purchase any of my wares, all on the website. So thanks so much. Don't forget to hit that subscribe. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate, and have a great month of March.